My 10-year-old received serious awful texts from peers and the school asking how we want to proceed, plus all updates. Hope this is the right forum for this topic. My 10-year-old 5th grader was acting strange lately and has told us she wanted to talk about some things at school, but only mentioned that a friend of hers told my daughter was annoying and she didn't want to be friends any longer. No biggie. And we helped her through that. The issue is we took our daughter's phone, not looking for judgment on her age having a phone, and found the most disturbing text message group chats. One of her friends started a group chat called XYZ Haters, which included a large group of her school friends taking turns roasting her. Then they added my daughter to the chat so she could see what people were saying. The things said about her were so awful and included some text saying she should unalive herself. It was so painful to see this and try to get her to understand these aren't friends and this stuff is not true, etc. The thread was so long with so many terrible things said about her to her. We reached out to some of the moms and provided screenshots of the text thread so they could see the things their children were saying. We got a lot of positive response, and most parents were receptive. We brought this to the school because we thought it needed to be addressed at that level and that no other kids have to go through this. The school is supportive and has told us that the things said in that group chat go way beyond even harassment and asked us if we wanted this escalated by them bringing in a youth resource officer to explain the implications of their words. My wife is worried that my daughter will have to go face these kids now at school and then enter into middle school with them next year. Should we allow the school to escalate this to a resource officer or ask them to just monitor the issue? Knowing the situation, looking for guidance on the right thing to do. Our daughter wants us to just drop it, but the school wants to really escalate this. We don't want our daughter to be put in a more difficult position in school by escalating this, but also feel there needs to be accountability on behalf of the children who participated. She has zero social media and we lock down most of her phone and monitor. She only has texting, mainly so we can get a hold of her when we need. Thought that it would be okay for her to be able to text friends too, but here we are. Edit. Thank you all for the amazing support. It may be a no-brainer for some, but balancing the future trust with our daughter and navigating potential retaliation, ostracization makes us second guess the right path forward. We met with the principal today and are escalating it. We also made a point to tell them at the minimum, we expect that the outcome from the school is consistent with school policy. We will stay on top of this until we feel comfortable with the outcome and have asked that they assist us in getting her into an option school. Update from the principal today. Thank you for your email. I understand and share your concern as I was appalled at what I read on that text thread. It may be the worst that I've read at the elementary level, and it needs to absolutely be addressed. Although this happened outside of school on student-owned devices, there is a nexus to school, since it may cause disruption, worry, or fear to the school environment. Therefore, we are obligated to investigate and respond. I understand that XXX is worried about breaking the trust between XXX and you as parents, and so we will try and be as discreet as possible as we investigate. But there is a chance that all of this is going to come out as well. I just want you to be aware of that. As part of the investigation, we first and foremost safety plan to make sure that XXX feels safe while at school. This includes going through her day and having her identify times or places where she may feel unsafe or vulnerable. Next, we will gather as much information from interviewing XXX and the other students. After our initial investigation, I will involve our youth resource officer, because this offense may surpass the school level. Given that there could be a crime involved, we are obligated to turn it over to them to make sure they have it documented and that they complete a further investigation if necessary. At that point, we will follow the school, student, and family handbook, and consequences will be assigned as appropriate. As a parent, you always have the right to file your own police report, especially since this happened on student-owned devices outside of school. You can call the non-emergency number to do so, and they will follow their protocol. We are really impressed with how serious the school has taken this. Update 2. Auditor really wants us to stop talking about this. The school is doing an investigation before they turn it over to SRO and make discipline decisions. Of course, in the meantime, Today, the group came up to her at recess and told her that she was no longer their friend, as if that wasn't already obvious. Ugh. Sucks so bad for her. She's trying to be strong, but you can tell it just hurts so bad.